skipping protein at breakfast. Many people over the age of 60 have the habit of skipping breakfast. Sometimes it's because they're busy, don't feel hungry in the morning, or they're trying out intermittent fasting. But here's what most don't realize. Skipping breakfast, especially skipping protein, can seriously harm your muscle health. After a long night of sleep, your body is in a fasted state, which means your muscles are hungry for amino acids, the building blocks of protein. This morning period is what scientists call a critical anabolic window, a short window of time where muscle protein synthesis, the body's process for rebuilding and repairing muscle, is at its most responsive. If you eat the right type of protein during this window, your body gets the signal to preserve and build muscle. But if you miss that window, your body quickly shifts into a catabolic state, where it starts breaking down muscle tissue to use as energy instead. One powerful study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2016 found that older adults who consumed 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein within 1 to 2 hours of waking preserved significantly more lean muscle over 12 weeks than those who delayed protein intake. This concept is known as the muscle-full effect. Your muscles can only absorb and use a limited amount of amino acids at a time, and they're most efficient at doing so right after you wake up. Wait too long, and the benefits drop sharply even if you eat plenty of protein later in the day. Have you ever felt unusually tired, foggy-headed, or weak by mid-morning after skipping breakfast? That's not just low blood sugar. It could be your muscles sounding the alarm, telling you they're under stress and starting to break down. As we age, our bodies become more resistant to muscle-building signals. That means we need to be more intentional with both timing and quality of our protein intake. It's not enough to just eat well. You have to eat smart and eat early. Here's a simple but powerful tip. Within 60 minutes of waking up, aim to consume 30-40 grams of high-quality protein. Focus on protein sources that are rich in leucine, an essential amino acid that jumpstarts muscle growth. Try scrambled eggs with Greek yogurt, a smoothie made with whey or pea protein, lentils or quinoa if you prefer plant-based options, cottage cheese, tofu, or even a protein shake on the go. If you want to get even better results, combine your protein-rich breakfast with a bit of movement, light stretching, resistance band exercises, or a short walk. The combination of amino acids and movement tells your body, build muscle, stay strong, don't break down. This isn't about giving up fasting altogether, but after 60, your body plays by different rules. What worked in your 30s or 40s might not serve you now. The cost of delaying protein is higher, but the benefits of correcting it are massive. Your strength, your balance, and your independence all start with what you eat in the morning, and it starts with protein. Delaying movement in the morning. Let's take a moment to look at how most people start their day, especially after the age of 60. You wake up, maybe sit with your coffee or tea, check your phone, read the paper, or just ease slowly into the morning. While that may feel restful, especially if your joints are stiff, or you're not quite alert yet, it turns out that being sedentary right after waking up is actually one of the worst things you can do for your muscles. Here's why. After a full night of sleep, your body's circadian biology, your internal clock, is primed for movement. In fact, your hormones like cortisol and adrenaline naturally rise in the early morning to help you feel awake and ready. But if you don't take advantage of this hormonal signal, that window of opportunity closes and your body begins to lose momentum. And the science backs this up. Research shows that even light movement shortly after waking can activate a powerful gene called PGC1, a peroxisome proliferator activated receptor gamma coactivator 1 alpha. That may sound technical, but here's what it does. It helps your body build new mitochondria, repair muscle tissue, and regulate fat metabolism. Simply put, it tells your body, we're alive, we're moving, let's grow stronger today. One 2021 study published in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle found that older adults who engaged in light movement before breakfast experienced better insulin sensitivity, meaning their body handled sugar more efficiently, increased satellite cell activity, which are the cells responsible for muscle repair and growth, lower levels of inflammatory markers, which means reduced muscle damage and better recovery. Now compare that to the opposite, a slow, inactive morning. When you don't move, your muscles don't get stimulated. They begin to assume you don't need them, and when muscles stop being used regularly, they start to break down. It's not age that causes muscle loss, it's lack of activation. Here's a simple tool you can try. Within 30 to 45 minutes of waking, commit to 5 to 15 minutes of gentle, low-impact movement. You don't need a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. What you do need is consistency. Try any of the following: a brisk 10-minute walk around your block or garden, a gentle yoga routine or Tai Chi flow, calf raises at your kitchen counter, small push-ups or shoulder rolls, marching in place while brushing your teeth. The key is not to exhaust yourself, but to send a signal to your muscles. Stay active, stay strong, we still need you. And here's an added bonus. This early movement makes your muscles more sensitive to protein later in the day. So when you have your breakfast or do a workout later on, your body is better prepared to use those nutrients to build strength. Remember, movement is medicine, and morning is your most powerful dose. The first hour of your day sets the tone for your muscle health, energy levels, and even mental clarity. After 60, your muscles are still capable of growth and strength, but only if you give them the signals they need. One of the simplest, most effective signals is this: just move. Start small, start slow, but start every morning, ignoring morning hydration. When people think about muscle health, they often focus on exercise and protein, but there's one vital piece that's often overlooked: hydration. And yet water may be one of the simplest and most powerful tools to keep your muscles strong, responsive, and healthy, especially as you age. Here's the truth. Most people wake up already dehydrated, even if they don't feel thirsty. While you sleep, your body continues to lose water through breathing, sweating, and making urine. And by the time morning comes, your body is already playing catch-up. That mild dehydration might not seem like a big deal, but it can quietly reduce your muscle performance, coordination, and even increase your risk of falling. A 2019 study published in the journal Nutrients found that even a 1–2% loss of body water can lower muscle endurance, weaken balance and coordination, increase the chance of falls and injury, especially in older adults. Think about it this way. Your muscles are like sponges. When fully hydrated, they're elastic, flexible, and responsive. But when they're dry, they become stiff, fragile, and less efficient. That's why skipping water in the morning, even unintentionally, can set you up for fatigue, sluggishness, and greater muscle stress for the rest of the day. And it's not just about plain water. As we get older, our bodies are more likely to lose important electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium. These minerals are critical for muscle contraction, nerve function, and fluid balance. Many medications, hormonal shifts, or poor morning routines can throw this delicate system out of sync. Another common trap: starting the day with just coffee or tea. While a moderate cup of coffee is fine, it doesn't count as hydration. And if it's the only thing you drink for hours, it can make dehydration worse, especially if there's no water or electrolytes to go with it. The good news is it doesn't take much to fix this. Here's what you can do. Within 15 to 30 minutes of waking, drink 12 to 16 ounces, about 350–500 mils, of water. To take it to the next level, add a pinch of sea salt or an electrolyte mix with magnesium, sodium, and potassium. This simple habit helps replenish your body's fluid balance after sleep, support muscle recovery, especially if you exercised the day before, improve digestion and circulation, boost energy and mental clarity. Drink your water before you have your morning coffee. This improves nutrient absorption, reduces dehydration symptoms, and sets a better tone for the rest of your day. Muscles don't just need protein, they need fluid to function properly. And after 60, the body's ability to sense and respond to dehydration becomes less reliable. That means you may not feel thirsty until your muscles are already suffering. So So instead of waiting for that dry mouth or dizziness to remind you, start your day strong from the inside out. One glass of water first thing in the morning can be the first step toward better strength, balance, and vitality. Eating high-sugar, low-protein breakfasts. There's a reason breakfast is called the most important meal of the day, but what you eat for breakfast matters far more than most people realize, especially if you're over 60 and want to protect your muscles. Many people unknowingly start their mornings with what seems like a light and healthy meal, maybe toast with jam, a banana and coffee, a bowl of cereal, or orange juice with a muffin. It's quick, it tastes good, and it feels comforting. But here's the hidden danger. These meals are high in sugar and low in protein, a combination that can quietly sabotage your muscle health over time. When you eat a breakfast that's mostly carbohydrates and sugar, your body responds with a sharp rise in blood glucose, followed by a spike in insulin. That's your body trying to bring your blood sugar back down to normal. But then comes the crash. That blood sugar crash can make you feel tired, foggy, moody, and hungry again just an hour or two later. More importantly, it causes a rise in cortisol, your body's main stress hormone. And here's the problem. When cortisol stays elevated, it becomes catabolic, meaning it starts to break down muscle tissue. Over time, if this cycle repeats daily, your body ends up in a state of constant stress, and your muscles pay the price. A 2020 study published in Diabetes Care found that older adults who regularly ate high-carb, low-protein breakfasts had higher levels of inflammation and lower muscle protein synthesis compared to those who ate a more balanced meal. In other words, your breakfast doesn't just affect how you feel, it affects how your muscles function and recover. The solution is both simple and powerful. Anchor your breakfast around protein first. Not carbs, not sugar, protein. Aim for at least 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein in your morning meal. Then, pair it with healthy fats and slow-digesting carbohydrates like oats, berries, or whole grains. This combo helps keep your blood sugar stable, reduces cortisol, and provides the steady energy your body needs to function well. Some great breakfast ideas include scrambled eggs with spinach and avocado, Greek yogurt with chia seeds and blueberries, a smoothie with whey or pea protein, flaxseed, and frozen berries, tofu stir-fry with brown rice or quinoa for plant-based eaters. Also, avoid processed cereals, white bread, and sugary drinks like fruit juice in the morning. These cause rapid blood sugar spikes, offer little satiety, and leave your muscles undernourished. Your breakfast isn't just a morning routine, it's a biological decision point that sets the hormonal rhythm for your entire day. The first meal you eat determines whether your body stays in a balanced, muscle-preserving state or shifts into stress mode, burning through precious lean tissue. After 60, your body needs more precision. The same old habits may now do more harm than good, but just one change, choosing protein first each morning, can give you more strength, better focus, and long-term protection for the muscles that support your independence. Starting the day with mental stress and no light exposure. Muscle loss after 60 is often seen as something caused only by poor diet or lack of exercise. But there's another silent force that many people never consider: your mind. More specifically, how you start your day emotionally and mentally plays a surprisingly powerful role in whether your body builds strength or breaks it down. Let's face it, mornings today aren't always peaceful. Many people wake up and immediately scroll their phones, check the news, answer stressful emails, or worry about their day before even getting out of bed. This flood of input might feel normal, but it sends your brain and body a clear message: we're under threat. As a result, your body releases large amounts of cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Cortisol is useful in short bursts. It wakes you up, sharpens your mind, and helps mobilize energy. But when it stays elevated for too long, especially in the first hour of your day, it becomes catabolic. That means it begins to break down muscle tissue, slow healing, and reduce your body's ability to build strength. A 2014 review in Frontiers in Neuroendocrinology showed that chronically elevated cortisol impairs muscle protein synthesis, reduces growth hormone production, and damages insulin sensitivity. Even if you eat a healthy breakfast and exercise, your muscles may not respond well if your nervous system is stuck in stress mode. The first 20-30 minutes of your day are what experts call a neurobiological gateway. How you spend this window shapes your stress hormones, muscle recovery, and emotional resilience for the rest of the day. Here's a simple tool. Start your morning with 2 to 5 minutes of deliberate down regulation. You can try slow nasal breathing, inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6 to 8 seconds. Gentle stretching with attention to your breath. Gratitude journaling. Write down 3 simple things you're thankful for. Step outside and look at the horizon for a few minutes, a practice called visual anchoring. These small habits switch on your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode that allows your body to heal, recover, and build muscle more efficiently. Remember, emotional stress is physical stress. Your muscles don't know if the cortisol is coming from a real emergency or just from reading stressful headlines while still in bed. There's one more mistake that's just as harmful: starting your morning without natural sunlight. Your body runs on a circadian rhythm, a 24-hour clock that controls hormone production, mood, energy, and cellular repair. And the most powerful way to set that rhythm? Light. Specifically, morning sunlight. When light hits your eyes without sunglasses, within the first hour of waking, it triggers your brain's master clock. This lowers melatonin, raises alertness hormones like dopamine and cortisol in healthy amounts, and helps regulate testosterone, a key hormone in both men and women for muscle strength, bone health, and motivation to move. A 2020 study in Nature Reviews Endocrinology found that older adults with consistent morning light exposure had better muscle function, higher testosterone levels, and improved sleep quality, which is vital for muscle recovery. To protect your muscles and your mood, within 30-60 minutes of waking, spend 5 to 10 minutes outside. Let sunlight hit your eyes and skin, but don't stare at the sun directly. Skip the sunglasses during this brief time, unless you're extremely sensitive. Bonus: pair your light exposure with movement or deep breathing for even better results. You don't need a new gym membership or a fancy supplement to protect your muscles. Sometimes your greatest strength-building tool is peace of mind and morning sunshine. Start your day with calm, step into the light, and give your body and mind the signal that you are safe, strong, and ready to grow. Let's pause for a moment and bring it all together. You've just uncovered 5 small, everyday habits that might seem harmless, even normal, but over time they can quietly chip away at your muscle strength, your energy, and your confidence. The good news? Every one of these habits is fixable. You don't need expensive equipment, a complicated routine, or a total lifestyle overhaul. What you need is awareness and a few smart, science-backed shifts in how you begin your day. Here's why it matters so much. Muscle is more than movement. It's the engine that drives your metabolism, stabilizes your joints, protects your bones, and stores the strength that keeps you steady, mobile, and independent. After 60, your muscles become your most loyal allies, but only if you give them the right support. And while gyms and workouts play a role, the truth is, muscle is preserved or lost in the first hour after you wake up. That's when your body decides whether to grow stronger or slowly break down. It's not about age, it's about daily signals, and you are in control of those signals. So here's my gentle challenge for you. Choose just one small change and begin tomorrow. Maybe it's a high-protein breakfast. Maybe it's a few minutes of light stretching before coffee. Maybe it's stepping outside for some sunlight and deep breaths. Start small, but start. Because the first hour of your morning isn't just a routine, it's a message to your body that says, I'm still here, I still matter, I choose strength. And that one decision, repeated each day, can transform the next chapter of your life. If you're finding this helpful so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss our tips on staying strong and healthy as you age. And if you've got any questions or you're dealing with a specific issue, drop a comment below. I'm always checking and would love to help. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.